welcome back to Leo's Paleo Pit, and today is a very special day because today I'm going to be reviewing very special dinosaur collection. Now, ever since Jurassic World Rebirth, the 2025 film came out, I haven't got a chance to review my D.REX figures, which is what I am going to be doing today. I have been longing to make this video for you guys and for myself because I really do love the D.REX. I love the D.REX from Jurassic World Rebirth, so I'm going to be reviewing my collection on the D.REX, all of right here. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight into this. So my first D.REX figure I have here is kind of like a little mini D.REX. As you can see, it has this little like gloss looking structure at the bottom. You can see this obviously is a D.REX. It's kind of like a mini, but smaller than that. I don't know if it's like a mini. I totally forgot what kind of D.REX this is, but it's so tiny is that most of the time I was worried I was going to lose this little guy. He actually came in a Jurassic World Rebirth set. If you know this D.REX, you would probably know the set it came in. He came in a set with other rebirth dinosaurs like a Quetzalcoatlus and a Titanosaurus. I forgot what kind of D.REX this is, but you can see the detail on it. It's its actual D.REX color. It's light like most of the 2025 D.REX figures. I know it's 2026, but I don't have any D.REX figures from 2026. So I decided just to do a D.REX collection video. So one thing I realized, I like how shiny it is. I like how this structure on the bottom here, it looks like glass. I'm not too sure what this is on the bottom here, but it gives the D.REX something to stand on, which I think the D.REX is probably glued on. There's nothing really much to review with this D.REX except the color and the little thing right bottom here, so we're just gonna rest him right down there. He's so tiny. Just gonna zoom on him there. Very tiny D.REX. The next D.REX I'm going to review, I was actually going to do an unboxing video on this one, but as you can see, the box is already empty. You can obviously see that this is the Funko Pop D.REX from Jurassic World Rebirth. I actually have him out of the box. He's right here, looking very adorable. I love this little Funko Pop D.REX. I happened to see it at Barnes & Noble's. I was going to get it on Amazon, but I happened to see it at Barnes & Noble's, and I was very happy to finally have this D.REX in my collection. Now, I have a bunch of Funko Pop Jurassic World figures. I actually was going to do a review on that. I did do a short on that, and I actually showed you guys the short of my Funko Pop collection, but this is my most recent Funko Pop that I've gotten so far, and I'm very excited to have it in hand. Finally, the D.REX Funko Pop, looking very adorable. You can see that gigantic beluga head there with some spikes. It looks like osteoderms, but I don't know. I don't know if the D.REX had any sorts of osteoderms. Based off of all the DNA this abominational creature was made off on, I don't know if the D.REX have any sorts of osteoderms, but it looks like he has some sorts of warts on his body. They made him with warts and speckles, some spots. I was thinking for a name. Maybe I should name him Speckles. I don't know, because he has so much speckles, so much like spot ridges right here. This is like one of my favorite D.REX figures ever. I love the Funko Pop D.REX. It is so adorable, and it is just wonderful to have in hand. Finally, I did a review on a baby Stegosaurus Funko Pop figure, which I think came out after the D.REX Funko Pop figure in 2025. But in 2025, I actually did not get this figure. I just got this figure just a couple of days ago. So since I got this figure, I really felt the need to do a collection on my D.REX Rexes. I really do love the D.REX Rex from Jurassic World Rebirth, and of course, for most reasons. With most Funko Pops, they have the stand. Some of my Funko Pops do not have any stand, but this one has a stand. This Funko Pop LLC 2025, and here's the link that you can get. See, check out more Funko Pops. So it kind of looks like a baby D.REX, if you know what I mean. It has a weird looking head and weird looking teeth outside the body. It looks so much like an alien. And you know, like most Funko Pop dinosaurs, the eyes are black, and you know, most Funko Pop dinosaurs and character. I like how they added the small T-Rex arms with paint on the claws, which is amazing. They added paint on these claws as well. They added paint on all of the limbs. They added black paint on all of the limbs, which is very, very amazing for this D.REX Rex figure. I am very, very impressed. I really do love how they made this D.REX Rex. It is super, super adorable. I would strongly advise you guys to get this D.REX Rex if you're collecting D.REX Rexes or Funko Pops. If you're collecting dinosaur Funko Pops, this is very, very great addition to your collection, even though it is not really a dinosaur. So, well, it is related to dinosaurs. The D.REX Rex, if you've seen Jurassic World Rebirth or other videos on it, it is related to a dinosaur. So we have the little tail. The tail is a little bit curled. I wish you had a little bit of articulation, but you don't really have any articulation with Funko Pops, so that doesn't really bother me. We're just gonna rest him next to the little one right there. Tiny one. I wish I remembered which one that one was called, but I don't. So alright, the next D.REX Rex I'm gonna review. The next D.REX Rex I have here is from another 2025 toy line, the Jurassic World Rebirth toy line. This is the, I think this is the Island Escape D.REX Rex, and this D.REX Rex figure was about $54 to get. It was very expensive back in 2025 when I got it for my birthday, but it was very, very, I really am happy I finally have this D.REX Rex figure in hand. I kind of like it more than most of my D.REX Rex figures, but the first thing we're going to talk about here is the articulation, which is very amazing. It has a lot of articulation with the hands, but no paint on the claws, which is a little disappointing, but it doesn't really bother me that very much. No paint on the little forelimbs here. As you can see, the D.REX Rex has little tiny forelimbs like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, of course, if you've seen the movie and if you've done research on the D.REX, it is a mutant version of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So there's articulation with the hands, the legs. There's a lot of articulation with this figure. I love all the articulation on this D.REX Rex figure. It is just amazing. Articulation with the tail. You can move the tail all around. And speaking about the color, you have the color right here. You have some dark spots right here. Some also dark ridges that look like osteoderms right here. You also have amazing articulation with the mouth. You can open the mouth, seal it shut, open the mouth. I actually like it with the mouth open more. When I put it back on the shelf, I think I'm gonna leave the mouth open. You could actually put something in its hand to make it look like it's eating something. Yeah, you can put this, what I really like about this D.REX Rex, you can put it in all kind of positions, which is very, very amazing. I really do like that about the D.REX, this D.REX, and the detail they put on it. The one disadvantage I think about this D.REX though is that I wish they made it a little darker in color. I wish they had made it a little darker in color. Like these new 2026 D.REX Rexes, there's another D.REX Rex I really want to get for my next birthday. My birthday is coming up in about 5 days, and I might get another D.REX Rex, I don't know. There's new D.REX Rex figures out for 2026 right now, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned one in a video of my opinion in the D.REX Rex. I mentioned that there was a Super Colossal, which most of you know that this year they have released for the Jurassic World Survival line a Super Colossal D.REX Rex, which I am very, very looking forward to getting if I have the money. But anyway, But other than that, this D.REX figure is very, very amazing. And oh, if you don't have the Island Escape D.REX, I would strongly advise you to get this scan code. Hold on a second there, guys. Hold on a second there. Strongly advise you to get this scan code here, guys, if you don't have the Island Escape D.REX. At least try to the light. Alright, pause the video there. Now, if you couldn't get that scan code, just remember it's always on YouTube for a channel, Everything Jurassic World News and Scan Codes. If you have this D.REX, well, of course you could already scan it, but if you don't have it, I'm doing you a favor to just give you the scan code right there. So yeah, this is like my top favorite D.REX figure. I like how you can put it in any position. It's almost like the Hammond Collection dinosaurs. I like it how you can put it in like any position. And the D.REX is a very bizarre looking creature. It is truly a very bizarre looking creature. If you put it standing up like this, it doesn't really have a lot of balance. So I'm just gonna put its two other long limbs here. Guys, I don't know what about this is a Tyrannosaurus Rex at all. They must have added other DNA in the D.REX. Somehow they added other DNA in the D.REX. I know this thing is not just Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it is amazing to look at, and I love the D.REX from Jurassic World Rebirth, guys. And I'm very, very glad I was able to share my collection with y'all. Now the last D.REX I'm going to show you is the very, very first D.REX, the Rumble and Rampage D.REX, guys. And we have a man action figure. This is, I call him Scuba Steve. This is Scuba Steve. We have a man action feature. We're going to show you what the D.REX can do with this person. But before that, let's take a big review here. So the Rumble and Rampage D.REX is not my favorite D.REX out of all the other D.REXs, but it is truly a magnificent Jurassic World Rebirth figure. Now, since I'm very, very excited to, since I'm going to be reviewing this, how about we start off with the scan code right there, so I don't forget. If you don't have the Rumble and Rampage D.REX, pause this video and get the scan code there, right there, okay. So this D.REX, hold on guys, I'm gonna try to move these guys so we can get a good review of this one here. Alright, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so I moved the other D.REXs so we can get a very, very good view of this one. First of all, it looks kind of like the Island Escape D.REX if you compare it. Although the Island Escape D.REX is a lot more like lighter in it's a lot more lighter in color. I realize the Island Escape D.REX is a lot more lighter than color. Now, the reason why I kind of like this one more is that it has more articulation, but I kind of wish it had more of the color like this one. I like the color on this one more. Now, I know that most of you might like the Rumble and Rampage more because it's much larger for a D.REX figure, but I just like this one more, just to let you guys know, because of the articulation, and it's a very nostalgic D.REX, you know what I mean. I like the articulation, and it's just very weird looking, guys. Very, very weird looking dinosaur-like creature. So it doesn't really have a lot of paint on the forelimbs right here. These are, no, not the forelimbs. These are the arms. It has a little bit of articulation with the other arms right here, which is the other limbs. I guess, I'm not sure if the D.REX has 4 legs or 4 arms. I'm not so sure about that, but one amazing thing that it can do is that you can twist the tail, and then it lifts up an arm, guys. It just lifts up an arm. So we're actually going to test it out with the man. You twist the tail to the right, and then it lifts up an arm, guys. Very, very amazing action feature. All right. And then we have it with Scuba Steve here. We're going to test that action feature out with him. Hold on, guys. Try. Oh! Distortus Rex knocked him out there. Very, very cool action feature. And we can also put the person in his hand to make it look like the Distortus Rex is about to eat him. Just like that one scene in the beginning of Jurassic World Rebirth, where the Snickers bar got into the lab and it ruined everything and the Distortus Rex broke loose. Epic, epic scene. I love that scene. That scene is amazing. Very, very horrifying scene and very, very amazing scene at the same time. That is a perfect example of why you should not mess with animals like these, guys. This is just terrifying, very undinosaur, non-dinosaur-like. Now, another action feature that I'm sure most of you know to take a look at, you press this switch and the Distortus Rex actually makes sounds. And one thing I really do like about the sounds that it makes, you press the button here and it shakes its head. I like how it shakes its head. I like how the Distortus Rex shakes its head. Watch this, guys. Very, very amazing figure. I really do love the Distortus Rex, Rumble and Rampage Distortus Rex. And if you try all the action features here, very, very terrifying dinosaur figure. I had a dinosaur figure that did that before. I think it was the epic roaring Tyrannosaurus Rex from Camp Cretaceous. It does the same thing. It shakes its head, but you know, overall, it is a very, very great Distortus Rex. It's kind of related to the one over here, even though this one is lighter in color. It has the same shade of brown up on the top here. And that's pretty much all for this review, guys. So, putting all my Distortus Rex figures together, I am really, really glad that I got to show you guys my 2025 Distortus Rex collection. I was very, very thrilled to do this video because I really do like the Distortus Rex from Jurassic World Rebirth. And I really do love my collection that I have here. I love the Funko Pop and every single one of these Distortus Rexes. I have to figure out which one is this. It's very, very adorable, but I forgot what D.REX that is. So that'll be the conclusion of this video, guys, and hope you all have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video, and bye-bye, everyone.